Good morning, YouTube. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about how to tie a monofilament line to a braid. Not the easiest thing to do in the world, and you got to use just a couple knots that will allow that to happen. But what we've done today is, so I went fishing the other day, and you know, these are, I'm down to a point, this is a perfect rod. When I drop down in the 30 foot of water, I only have about 8, 9, 10 strands showing that are left in here, and oops, and so it's time to change these lines. They've been going for a while, and I just need to get them changed out, get a new line on them. Got about 10 rods we're doing that too. So you know, all my ACC rods are fixing to get Bonehead power braided, which I use anyway. We're gonna restring them with the Bonehead. So we got 2 different colors, high vis, and then we're gonna go to monofilament line. That's how we're gonna put them on there originally. So y'all stay tuned, I'll show you how we do it.
I'm an American. And I'm a citizen of this world and of heaven. Some things were meant to be together. I believe in faith and freedom. Got a country too. I believe with faith and freedom, we're gonna make it through.
All right, guys, so thanks for staying with us so far. So what we're going to be doing is what's called a uni knot. And the reason I have to do this is you can tie braid straight to your rod or straight to your reel. It's gonna be a tough one to get to. You got to use the right knots to really get it tightened down, or else you're gonna get slippage on there. So what we do is what I do, a lot of people do, we'll take monofilament line, which is what I use on the end of my rod as well, next to my jig, and I'll explain that a little bit later. But we'll use a monofilament. Usually I'm gonna get about, I don't know, about probably 5-6 feet. That way I can tie in and then roll some up in there. But what we'll do is we'll tie this end piece directly to some braid, and at that point I'll start sucking the braid up. So if I ever get to the point where I'm dropping in and then I start seeing monofilament going, I know I only got about 5.5 feet left. But anyway, just the easy way to do it. So y'all stay with me real quick. Let's move the camera angle and I'll show you how I'm doing this uni knot. All right, here we go. So give me enough braid here. So I've got both lines. So I've got both lines put in here together. And I'm trying to stay out of the light, guys. This is kind of hard to do. All right, so I'll start with a mono just because it's on top. So what I'm gonna do here is get a little extra. Okay, I'm gonna loop it underneath. Golly, I got a lot of this. All right, so I'm gonna go underneath. Then make a loop here. Take my tag line. I'm gonna do 5, 6, 7 loops in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're just gonna do 5 right here. 4, and I cannot see where it went. There it goes. That's where that high vis line really comes in handy, guys. I'm working in a very dark area. All right, so I got the tag line. I've got the regular line. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that tight. You see now I've got just a small knot right there. All right, now I'm gonna do the same thing over here with my braid. All right, so loop it around, come back through, underneath, do 1, 2, There we go. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, got that. I'm gonna pull this nice and tight. So now I got a loop here, I've got a loop here. So what I'm gonna do is take each end, I got the braid on this side, the mono on that side, pull them together. You can see it right there in the middle. That is a tight knot, okay? So it's now time to get rid of the tag ends. I'm hoping y'all can see this good. So there's my tag end. We'll cut the braid there. And then my tag end for this, the mono, will be right there. Snap that off. And then when you pull it together, that is your knot. That's your uni knot right there. It's a strong one. I can pull it, it's not coming off. All right, now what's gonna happen is I'm gonna reel this all back in. So I've got probably about 6 foot, maybe more, 8 foot of mono on my reel. Let's go ahead and pull it over here so you can see it. Let me disconnect that. So 6 to 8 foot of mono on the reel. And I'm gonna hold on to this just to keep it tight. And I'm gonna simply start reeling it up. I need to get that a different position here, but anyway, that gives you a good idea. So I'm gonna start reeling up so you see my bonehead is now going. There it is, right there is my uni knot coming in play. And the line starts going on. So guys, that is a uni knot. If you can see it right here, try to put it right on top of me so you can see it better. You can see where the knot is. It's just a small knot. Works great. So I mean, again, the reason why is this monofilament here is going onto the reel. This is what I'm gonna tie onto the reel to really get a good grip, so there's no slippage on there when I'm moving or letting line go, especially when I get close to the end. I don't want that to slip to where it won't spool back up. So using a monofilament to braid. Braid is what I'm fishing with, and there you go, man. There you have it. So again, I'm using 12 pound. So this one here is the 12 pound. Well, where'd it go? There it is. Bonehead tackle. It's gonna the power braided line. This is gonna be the, I don't see the name of it. Anyway, it's the yellow one. Okay. There's also the orange. Basically, they're high vis. Works great. I like to do half orange, half yellow, especially if I'm fishing with somebody else in a tournament or something. I give all the orange to one, all the yellow to one. That way, when we have separate lines floating around, we know which one's ours, because I'm using the same rods. So if we have 4 12-foot rods floating around, all you gotta do is look at the line color and you know which one was your last bait. Anyway, hey guys, if you have any questions on this, please leave them in the comments. If you have a better knot, something that you like to use, let me know in the comments. That's what the comments are for. I like this one. It's a strong knot, strong way to get it in very small things. So I can actually trim more of that off of there. I just did it real fast for the camera, but you can get that sucker down to where there's just nothing there. So when it starts spooling up as you're reeling in, you're not going to have a big giant knot there stopping it from coming out. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Y'all stay tuned we got some more fishing shows coming up. But I just figured this would be a good thing to do when it's cold and freezing outside. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care.